Hello everybody. In this video, we are going to study about sentences. In the last video, we studied about phrases and its kinds, noun phrases and adjective phrases. Now we will start sentences. We did this activity last time too. You can do practice on this. You can frame your sentences, write them in rough book. Try to frame sentences. A lot of them can be framed for these three figures. You can write a story too of three friends, right? Now we come to our topic of the day, sentences. What are sentences? Sentences is the largest unit of any language in English. It begins with capital letter and ends with a full stop. That's the main characteristic. Or a question mark or an exclamation mark. Exclamation mark means it can end in three ways: full stop, question mark, and exclamation. Okay, and we'll always start with the capital letter. So it's a group of words that makes complete sense. So a sentence is generally defined as a word or a group of words that expresses a thorough idea by giving a statement, order, or asking a question or exclaiming. Like I said, it can end with a full stop. Then it is a statement or order. When you are asking a question, it will end with a question mark. And when you are exclaiming a sudden emotion, then it will carry an exclamation mark. Okay. So they are defined as a word or a group of words that express a thorough idea by giving a statement, order, asking a question, or exclaiming. This is how we define sentences. Let's see some examples. He is a good boy. That's a statement. You can see it. It ends with a full stop. It will end. And is he a good boy? Ends with a question mark. So a question. What a nice weather. Exclamation mark, and we are exclaiming here in the sentence. Okay, so ideally a sentence requires at least one subject and one verb. Sometimes the subject or a sentence can be hidden, but the verb must be visible, present in the sentence. Verb is called the heart of a sentence. I told you phrases don't have verbs. That is why they are phrases. Okay, a sentence cannot be complete without a verb. Okay, and the verb can be present in the sentence as a main verb, or sometimes a helping verb also can act like a main verb. Like in this sentence, she is an intelligent girl. There is no action happening, but simply the state of being is discussed. Okay, so is, you find that is a helping verb, but in this sentence it becomes the main verb. So the sentence must carry a verb, and it is called a heart of the sentence. And sometimes you will find there are more than one verb in a sentence, and sentence requires at least one subject and one verb all the time. And sometimes the subjects are hidden. I have already told this to you when I say give me a glass of water. You don't see a sentence here, subject here, sorry. Why? Because I'm speaking to you, so you are the subject. Okay, so whenever we are ordering something or asking something, sometimes the subject can be hidden. When you will see the last line of the last sentence in the previous slide, you will see that there is a sentence written, do it. Now there, do, the verb is visible, but you, the subject, is invisible. Now we will study about subjects. You know, a sentence is made of two parts, subject and predicate. Let's find out what are subjects. In order for a sentence to be complete, it needs two key elements, a subject and a verb. Additionally, the subject and the verb must form a complete idea. That is why understanding subject, predicates and object is so important. Okay. So the subject of a sentence is a person, place, thing, or idea. It's always doing or being something. Like I told you, she's an intelligent girl. She's not doing anything, but she is being something. Okay. The subjects are what or whom the sentence is all about. Like do it. It's all about you because you have to do it. Okay, so even if the subject is invisible, the whole sentence is about that subject. That's how you find them. What the sentence is talking about or talking to sometimes. I like to travel. The subject I is doing something. What is he doing? Liking to travel. If you ever if you are ever unsure about the subject of a sentence, see if you can locate the verb. Then ask yourself who or what is doing or being that verb. Remember, not always doing, but being that verb. Okay, like when I say she's an intelligent, she is being intelligent in present. Maybe next day she will do something stupid. So you will not call her intelligent. That is why the state of being is in the present tense. Okay, if I say she was intelligent, means she has lots of intelligence now. I'm not talking about present, I'm talking about past. So state of being or doing means verb can tell you the state of being or the action, what is happening in the sentence. So whenever you are not able to find a subject, simply ask yourself who or what is doing or being that verb. Okay. If you locate the verb, you will be able to locate the subject too. Now, let's come to predicate. Effectively, every sentence can be broken down in two parts. As I already told you, there are two parts of a sentence. One is subject and a predicate. The same thing is being repeated here. Now, let's understand what is predicate. The predicate is the part of the sentence that tells us something about the subject. Remove the subject and remaining part of the sentence is predicate of the sentence. So, if you are successfully able to locate the subject in the sentence, whatever is remaining becomes the predicate. Always remember that. It's that easy. Very simple. You locate the verb, you'll be able to find the subject, and the moment you identify the subject, whatever is remaining becomes your predicate. So, dear children, identifying verb is the key. Let's see some examples. The teacher is teaching the students. Now, who is the subject here? The teacher. And what becomes the predicate? Is teaching the students. As simple as that. The teacher is the subject here and the is teaching of the students is the predicate. Remember the following rules for the predicate. It must agree in number with the subject. Means if the subject is singular, it will be singular. If the subject is plural, it will be plural. It should use the appropriate tense. Always appropriate tenses should be used because verb lies in the predicate part of the sentence. And who follows the verb tenses? Obviously verb. Yes, you got it right. Now one more important part of the sentence is object. When I was teaching you noun, I taught you noun can be the subject or the object in the sentence. Now when it is subject, the whole sentence is doing or being what the subject is doing or being, right? So sometimes the action, the verb also takes nouns in order to elaborate what the action is all about. Now those nouns which correspond to the verb, the nouns which are doing that action are subjects, and the nouns which are corresponding to the verb means aiding to the action or what the action is all about, describing that part are the objects of the sentence. So the doer of the action is the subject and what is being done related to that, if a noun comes, that becomes the object. Unlike predicates, an object is not essential. Means without objects, a sentence can function fine. Okay. Predicates are an essential part of a sentence because they contain verbs. Understood? Objects, however, provide further information that isn't necessarily required. They are helpful though because they further explain the action of the verb. I told you just now, they describe the action of the verb. Once you see a few examples, it will all come together in your mind. Let's see the examples. Catherine walked her dog. Now, Catherine is the subject here. Walk is a verb. Who is she walking? The dog, right? So, the dog here becomes the object. Catherine is the subject. Walk is the verb. But Catherine walked what? The answer is her dog. Again, object expands verb. This sentence didn't simply read Catherine walked. Rather, it provides further details. Thanks to the object of the verb, her dog. They ran to the playground. Now, they is the subject here. Ran is an action verb. Now, but for more information, we learn where they ran. So, this is to the playground, making it the object of the verb. Let's solve grammar gear exercises now. Now you see exercise A, underline the subject in this sentence. There's 8 facts about whales. So in the first sentence it's very easy, simply whales. So the next sentence, there are many types of whales in the oceans. Now which word are stating facts about whales? Many types of whales. The blue whale is the largest animal on earth. The blue whale, the tongue of the blue whale weighs as much as an elephant. So the whole line, the tongue of the blue whale. Okay, the hunchback whale. Obviously, the hunchback whale, we identified them, right? So these are the subjects. Now you will see why there are is not the subject, because you see are is the verb here. It cannot be a part of the sentence. So whenever you will see there and here in a sentence, you can search for the subjects. They can be after the verb as well. Very rare cases, only with there and here. Okay, now underline the predicates in these sentences about cartoons. Okay, so you see are here, so obviously cartoons are popular among both children and adults. Now cartoons are the subject, so obviously popular among both children and adults will be the predicate. The line is a bit shorter here. It should contain are too. Are is also the part of the predicate. Verb always goes in the predicate. Remember that. Okay. Too many children. Bugs Bunny is a top favorite cartoon character. Now see here is, from here is the predicate. Just look for the verb and you will find. Okay. In 1928, Walt Disney created Mickey Mouse. So Walt Disney is the subject. So in 1928 and created Mickey Mouse becomes the predicate. At first Mickey Mouse was created in black and white. So Mickey Mouse is the subject. So automatically at first and was created in black and white becomes the predicate. Superman is widely watched on television. Superman is the subject. So rest becomes the predicate. Tom and Jerry make the funniest cartoon pair ever. Yes, Tom and Jerry are the subject. The rest will be the predicate. Now you do whatever is remaining so that you get practice. Now underline the objects in these sentences. Mr. Thomas teaches us mathematics. Now what is Mrs. Thomas teaching? Mathematics. So it becomes the object. The tourists watch the show. Now locate the verb. Watch the light and sound show. What did they watch? Light and sound show. The designer is designing. What is he designing? A new dress. Meena could not solve the puzzle. What she could not solve? The puzzle. My friends speak English. What do they speak? English. The monkeys are eating bananas. Okay, what are they eating? Obviously bananas. Now you solve all the others. Pause and check your answers. Okay, it's very easy. Just locate the verb and you will find the object which is describing the verb. Okay. The suitable objects, if we add to the sentences, it's very simple. My grandmother shares. You can add your own sentences here. You can just describe the objects. What she shares, it can be, your answer can be different too. Now, what the doctor gives, the answer can be different. What the doctor gives, the vet treated, it can treat anything, right? My dog, you can write, that will be the correct answer too. So just describe the action happening here. In the next video, we will study phrases and clauses. Till then, take care.